7:42 is the time. 40 years ago today, 500,000 people made their way to a dairy farm outside Woodstock, New York. They were there to see 32 acts over 3 rainy days. Little did they know they were making history. Well, some local kids are making music and recreating the Summer of Love. Now, with a video camera, I try to capture the faces and also the feelings that made this inauguration such a special event. Good morning, everyone. Ric Blackwell reporting from Sun Life Stadium, trading in the suit and the tie for the countdown to kickoff polo shirt. Hope you're having a great start to your morning. This is the place to be, right? South Florida, people from all over the country making their way to this destination, Sun Life Stadium, except for maybe the people in the Northeast. They could be having a tough time because of a massive snowstorm up there. You know, he's the one kid in our area that we have watched grow up, his years documented on CBS 12. All on television from a toddler to a teenager. But it's been 5 years since we've seen this very special person who is now a young man. A.J. Brockman of Palm Beach Gardens put a very cute face to a terrible disease. First of all, 5 days till the vote on Tuesday. We've had 5 GOP primaries and caucuses so far. We've got 5 candidates debating tonight. Palm Beach County schools, they created a little controversy when they held school today on Veterans Day. In fact, they are changing the policy. They're going to take the day off next year. But today at one local school, no problems, just pride, the pledge, and a presentation to honor local vets. Well, do you long to forever tango? Are you looking for your cha-cha chance? Interested in dipping into salsa? CBS 12's Lindsay Cohen, she'll try anything. She's live at the Fred Astaire studio in West Palm Beach. Lindsay, a 1 and a 2 and a 3. Take it away. There are so many things to save on. Let's take paint, for example. You can buy a quart for $1. A gallon of paint for $2? I mean, you go to some places, you're going to spend $16, $18, sometimes up to $28 depending on the brand. What I like about it, too, is you have paint in your garage, you want to get rid of it, you can donate it here, and then maybe pick up something else and get a great deal. The Special Olympics motto is let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. The spirit of those ideals can be seen once a week at swim practice for the Jupiter Special Olympics swim team. Recently, I had a chance to meet these inspirational athletes.
Not a guy I'd want to run into at the grocery store.
I guess it's like PDA, Publix display of affection.
That was
but
funny.
Not good. CBS 12 Daybreak will be right back. And when it comes to the senior games, people are saying, I'm going to Hollywood. That would be in Broward County. Yeah. But anyway, what's the weather going to be like for the folks at the senior games? We got Race for the Cure tomorrow. We got
you cracked me up.
Stadium.
I mean, Rick is hysterical.
I mean, he is. He's being stand-up.
Barack Obama spent months crisscrossing the nation, introducing himself to the American public. Free food at Denny's, starting right now at 6 a.m. Actually, Lindsay Cohen is live at Denny's, and we'll talk to her in just a little bit. In the meantime, thanks for joining us on this Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, Ashley.
Happy Tuesday.
Let's talk to Chris right now because it looks like we've got some cold weather coming in. Hi, Chris.
Yes,
you know, gum wrappers, fast food bags, soda cans. It sounds like the back seat of my car. Actually, it's the trash laying around the beach. And CBS 12's Lindsay Cohen joins us live at Oceanfront Park in Ocean Ridge. I need a team of volunteers for my car, but that's another story.
Sounds
Lindsay,
like it.
At least they're attacking the beach. How about a local business that has gone to the dogs in a good way? Students with learning disabilities at Jupiter High School have started a company creating cakes for canines. Now comes the governing, right? The debate continues, I know, in Washington. Some liberals say if Republicans want to get on board, fine. If not, Barack Obama needs to go forward with a progressive agenda. Others say, hey, reach across the aisle, govern more in the middle. Where are you on this debate? My dancing career started and ended Saturday night at the Kravis Center in West Palm Beach. For those of you who did not attend the event, here is a look at my attempt at the waltz. And after I was done, they said, you can waltz right out of here. I joined the mayor of West Palm Beach and 8 other media types to raise money for the STARS program, which provides arts programs for local kids. It was a real honor to meet him. In fact, I called my wife at home. I said, hey, guess what? I got a chance to meet Troy Aikman. She said, Clay Aiken? No, Troy Aikman. It'd have been cool to meet Clay. It was cooler to meet Troy. And I asked him about this matchup, Super Bowl 41, the Bears taking on the Colts. Here's what he had to say. Good morning, everyone. 6:28 is the time. I'm going to call this the Greeks and Geeks weekend. We've got the Greek Festival at St. Catherine's Church in West Palm Beach and a celebration of science up in northern Palm Beach County in Jupiter at the Scripps Research Facility. Welcome back to the Fox 29 Morning News. They say laughter is the best medicine, and we have a doctor in the house. Dr. Bill Cosby. Actually, we were talking about this. You got a doctorate degree from the University of Massachusetts.
EDD.
Back in 1976.
When you talk about...
Today's date is 2/9. The year is 2009. And, of course, we're watching right now Fox 29.
How about that?
Woo!
You're so
All the
clever.
planets are aligned. Time right now is 5:34. Good morning, everyone. The Matthew Forbes Romer Foundation celebrates its 10th anniversary tomorrow night at a gala event in Boca Raton. I am proud to be the MC of the event and proud to be part of this amazing organization. In the video vault, are you ready for some football? 13-7 with 11:49 left in the fourth quarter. Yeah, highlights of yours truly doing the play-by-play with my sports commentator, sports extraordinaire, Mike Caruso, the smartest guy I know.
Rick?
You guys remember summer camp, right? Kayaking, archery, marshmallows. This is nothing like that kind of camp, right? Instead of sunning, there are lots of running. Definitely no s'mores, just a bunch of sores, but you need pain if you want to gain. And today, Miami took the first steps to rebound from last year's disappointing 1-15 season. Welcome to beautiful Fort Lauderdale Beach. Exclusive Sports Marketing and Comcast Sports Southeast welcome you to the 2007 Beach Volleyball Series. They really encourage the kids to go to their workplace. So I hope that all the parents out there have an amazing experience with their children today, taking them to work and kind of showing them the road. Tropical Storm Edouard makes landfall, hitting the Texas coast with heavy wind and rain. We're going to show you where the storm is headed now. An important change for homeowners who depend on the insurer of last resort. Why you may lose some of your coverage if you don't reapply through Citizens Insurance. And most people would just go back to the restaurant if their sandwich order was wrong. Not one guy. The strange call that he made to 911.
The area's most watched news station. This is CBS 12 News at noon.
Tropical Storm Edouard now tracking over South Texas after crashing ashore this morning, packing sustained winds of 65 miles per hour. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ric Blackwell. Claudia Shea has the day off. We are tracking Tropical Storm Edouard this noon. So far, it appears Galveston and parts of southwest Louisiana weathered the storm, but forecasters are now worried about flooding as it creeps inland. Catherine Brown has the very latest from Galveston. For a look at where Edouard is right now and where it's going, let's get right over to CBS 12 meteorologist Chris Farrell. Chris. People covered by Citizens Property Insurance will not have their wind coverage renewed unless they reapply for coverage. It's according to our partners at the Palm Beach Post. The change begins in February, extends through 2010. It affects all 350,000 people covered under windstorm insurance. Citizens says it plans to switch to a new computer system to streamline the process of issuing new policies to people living east of I-95 in our area. Also, the change will increase payments for people forced from their homes because of hurricane damage. It will also allow homeowners to decline coverage for additional structures on their property. Meanwhile, if you live east of I-95 with a shingle roof or a roof that's more than 50 years old, you will not be able to get coverage. Well, it could be another piece of the Anthrax puzzle. Law enforcement officials familiar with the case say Bruce Ivins borrowed freeze-drying equipment from a bioweapons lab that was used by scientists to convert wet anthrax spores into a powder. The drying unit was not commonly used by researchers at the lab where Ivins worked. Ivins killed himself last week. Tomorrow, the FBI will begin briefing families of anthrax victims. The wife of local victim Robert Stevens will attend tomorrow's meeting. Well, it could end up being the toughest event at the Beijing Olympics. Chinese authorities are struggling to clear the air over their pollution problems. But as Charlie D'Agata reports, the government has a major game plan in place. The FBI has arrested John Jr. Gotti on charges linking him to 3 New York murders. Federal authorities in Tampa are expected to announce a racketeering indictment charging Gotti with murder conspiracy in connection with killings in the late 1980s and early 1990s. The 44-year-old Gotti was arrested at his Long Island home. At least one other man has been arrested in Florida. Gotti is the son of the late Gambino family boss known as the Dapper Don. We go one-on-one with Congressman Robert Wexler to talk about the controversy surrounding his residency, why he says he decided to give in and finally get a place here in South Florida. Dozens of Starbucks are closing. Now the coffee house trying to get back some of their losses. How you can cash in and get a cheaper cup of joe.